It's gonna be a good run. 4 a.m. shit. Dope boys know what it is. Take my time to talk to him. You know? It's real shit. You hear that piano and shit playing? You know?
Majesty, you know what to do.
I'm just focusing on greatness. I watch the snakes gravitate, then they shapeshift. I've been walking on faith and it's all makeshift. The shit I'm spitting showing my age, but the flow's ageless. Jealousy is mixed with the hate, that's how they gauge shit. They got it motivating my pen, that's how I blaze shit. Britney got away with these words, and I don't waste shit. Success keep escaping a nigga, but I can taste it. My bars got them painting the pictures, I give them LASIK. It's hard for you to hate on a nigga with God's graces. I'm trying to stay in step with my passion, it's large paces. Mama looking down from the heaven, your boy's patient. Just let the music be my therapist for therapy. I like to play from the pocket, don't let them worry. Cause I can hit on the run if they try to hurry me. My specialty is spewing out lyrics that bring me currency. A nigga really came from the bottom, you can't discourage me. Grave diggers clutching their shovels, they wanna bury me. Cause this is real shit, sinners in the pulpit. Everybody judging a nigga like that ain't bullshit. Lyrically I'm loaded, my nigga, this is a full clip. They claim they want smoke with a smoker until them tools lit. Never deviate from your dreams, that's how you lose shit. Heavy is the head with the crown, nigga, I rule shit.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk, the Real Talk show. The Monday night, very, very hot Monday night, if you're definitely in that Northeast. We are in season 7, episode 11 of The Shy. All three of us is here. Wow. I saw the episode immediately. I mean, literally at 12:30, I started watching it. Eastern time, and I'll just say I thought the episode after second watch I thought it was a little bit better. First watch I was nitpicking as usual. I think I just want more. I just expect so much more out of this show than it's offering. But it wasn't a bad episode. It was good. It definitely allows something that Lena has done is she has carried over a lot of the storylines from one season to the next, so we could see that even going into next week's last episode of season 7, all the stories may not be wrapped up because this is something that she did well in the first episode. You saw how so many things were wrapped up from the previous season. But other than that, I thought it was interesting. I'm glad that the whole Bakari Boys in the Hood scene was a dream. Interesting, because I know a lot of us may go through that. You dream, you watch something on TV, definitely those who can't watch horror films, and then all of a sudden you start thinking somebody watching you, somebody following you, you're scared of your shadow at night. So I know a lot of times people will watch something and then dream it. And Bakari's been dealing with a lot of demons all season. I thought it was interesting how when you look at it, we thought Bakari was going to enroll in college, have the college, write the book, and the trajectory of his character development was really going in a direction. And just because he decides to still cover for Nook, he has no scholarship. Basically, he blew the book situation on the boat when he had the interview with the publisher. So you see where Bakari's character, you may have thought he was going one place, and now I'm really like, where are we going with Bakari now? I will say on record, I haven't told these two, but Pastor Zeke is definitely becoming my favorite character of the show. And the reason why is because I love his character development. I did not like the scene with his wife upset because he's able to self-identify where he went wrong in their marriage. But other than that, I like the episode, and I don't want to have the whole monologue be forever me talking. But what's up, guys?
Hey, I can't find my corkscrew, so I'm losing it,
Oh,
and I can't find my backup either.
after our conversation earlier, how dare you?
Yeah, I changed my mind. Um, Emmett was the episode for me.
Mm.
Emmett wrapped it up and brought it home. The New Jack City scene, hated it. Um, I hated the New Jack City scene. I hated the Boys in the Hood scene. I like that it was a dream, so I like that they wrapped that up. And I thought the funeral, the unfuneral, or whatever you wanted to call it, I thought that was cute. I thought that they should have brought some of the older people back because her longest friend was Keisha's stepmother because she was messing. That
With
was her
Darnell.
only.
Yeah, she messed with Darnell.
Yeah, she messed with Darnell. Um, or at least have them call. I like that they did bring Suede back. I like the Rashad and the girl because maybe he finally gonna get a girl that is accepting of where he is. And not expect more than a bed warmer. Um, so yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. Uh, the whole the girl calling Alicia like you outside, you the lookout, and you calling Alicia. I thought that was weird. Um,
I was just
but
telling Dwayne, I was just saying to Dwayne before we started, Keisha, right? I said, because I was watching it when we was talking. I said the way that scene went and the music playing, you would think Reg was going in that house to go get his head knocked off because it was like a sad uh, portrayal of the scene. Like it was bad news. It was something bad about to happen, which was interesting because I know not just our other co-host Keisha in the middle. I know it has been a lot of speculation about whose house that is. And I still want
um,
interesting, by the way, but you can finish.
yeah, it's speculation. But the only thing last that I would like to add is I'm sick of Jamal and Lala, and I'm just sick of that. I'm sick of them in counseling. I'm sick of them. I want less screen time as possible with that couple. And take it away, Dwayne.
Episode was pretty good. I don't like that Zuri's cheating on Damon with Coach Prime. Oh, I'm sorry. That's real life. Episode was decent. Um, I didn't understand why the first wife got so mad that he opened himself up on Papa's pulpit. I thought she wouldn't have had a problem with that, with him
I
being
thought she would have
transparent.
liked that
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
finally expressing his love. I didn't get that either.
yeah, yeah. Think it's ironic that Vic got to be the one to take Tiff with her, her water breaking after the way she treated him. So and he was like, "You trust me?" And she was like, "Yeah." You know what I mean? So that was weird. I don't like this Nook Tiff thing. Like, I just don't think Nook the character would be messing with her like that when he knows that he killed her baby daddy. I just say that part of the story has always bothered me this season. I'm gonna be honest. Um, I
Like,
think
why
he,
are they redeeming Nook and not Reg? Nook has been a horrible person since he had the prostitutes, the young girls in the house.
Yeah. So
I don't get it.
um Toussaint is not Toussaint. She's not the Toussaint that she was back in episodes 1 and 2, or just two. Well, not episodes, but seasons. She messy. And people could say, the emotions that she's just thinking about her son. Um, is Candace that dumb that she has an encounter with Alicia saying her name is somebody totally different, but now all of a sudden, from one interaction at T-Mobile, she just sees this lady as her mentor. Like, would Reg be using Candace for a home invasion? I mean, I know he can't trust other people, but
He
Candace?
goes from telling Jake he the only person he could trust to now he's trusting a random girl who's housing him, who he basically took off of Dante.
Yeah, I just don't understand that
Like
part of
she
it.
was a kill. Why would he trust her?
Um, I like. I'm gonna be honest. I like what Papa is doing for Zeke, and I think Papa has changed Zeke. But I did not like when Zeke said the rap lyric, and Papa was like, "Come on, Dad." I ain't like that. I ain't like that. That he slipped up and calling like Zeke Dad. That
And
bothered
Papa's
me.
father would have never been rapping.
That
He
bothered.
would never
Well,
been
Papa's
rapping Meek
father.
Mills.
No, I disagree a little bit because Papa father did say some like slick stuff to Papa and Bakari back in the day when they
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
rolling
yeah. You right.
rolling their eyes at him. So I think he would have did that. Because he was connected to the streets too. Listen, he was funneling money for Duda. You know what I'm saying? Um, the shot thing, yeah, I like it. Did not like them reenacting the scene from when Keisha was first introduced with Emmett and Keisha was under the bed. And she did that now with Damon and Zuri. And then when they
Oh,
was
that thing
talking,
gives you the warm and
She
fuzzy.
she definitely had a smile on her face. He wasn't up under. He didn't have a man up under the bed.
yeah, but then, when they was talking to Damon about the situation, and then Emmett was like, DNA is real.
Yeah,
I ain't
that
like
whole
that
situation
line.
is crazy.
It was
She
cheesy.
when they were talking to Karuchi, and it's funny, right? And they were talking about her being a babysitter, and
Nanny.
Emmett is like, "I'm a change man." Listen, Keisha, I don't know what they writing in the script, but don't bring no other woman in your house.
Oh,
Don't
who
bring no
did?
other women in
I
your
throw
house.
way back. That ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah, and I will tell y'all, I am so disappointed. I'm enraged at the New Jack City scene, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Reg has nothing. Reg is not a boss. He has nothing. He's doing ATM robberies and home and breaking in houses, and he's around the round table. He can't even. He telling people to get out of a house that ain't even his. Keith, like, I live here. Like, everybody else who don't live here. And then to have Hannibal's wife there, like, come on, Lena, don't do us like this.
Yeah,
You
but
got
I
then
ain't
you
think the
got the
episode.
two dudes that was in the act of committing a robbery. That not just Detective Toussaint, other cops was there, and they wasn't the ones they wanted, so they let them go. She could have used that for leverage to get
Listen,
Reg.
I mean, listen. I think it was one of those classic. If you watch enough shows, it was that classic meandering episode leading up to the
To the
grand
season
finale.
finale.
Yeah. Um, I don't trust that Lene is not going to say something now that she know that Nook killed Rob. I know she promised, and they did that pinky
I
swear
don't know
thing.
why he trusts she ain't gonna say nothing.
Um, and people missed it, right? When everybody talks about the boys in the hood scene, and they talk about how they were glad there was a dream sequence, but there was a boys in the hood scene that wasn't a dream sequence, and nobody seems to be mentioned in that scene.
When Kadeem Harrison was talking to him.
Talking to the boys. Yeah, that's straight from Boys in the Hood. So, she been on that paying homage to shows from the past. The thing about it, going into this next episode, this finale, they really got me not knowing what to expect.
I'm gonna ask you a question for the season finale, right? Now Keisha, did you see the preview?
No.
Okay. But I'm gonna ask you a question about the season finale, Dwayne. Can you see this season finale? Because I thought about it. It could really be action packed from the beginning of the episode to the end, but for some reason, I got a feeling they're gonna go to the hospital scene, whether Tiff has a baby or not. I don't know.
Well, you gotta be careful with Lena and them, right? When you talk about series finales, because it's something that they've done before. They'll show you the conclusion and like the first scene, and then work their way back, just like they did that time Duda got shot on the roof.
Mhm.
So it could be some of that. Am I saying it's going to be action packed from beginning to end? No, I'm not saying that. Um, I don't see how it can be. Um, my thing with me believing that it's Alicia's house, right? Because would Alicia have enough time from the time that Candace texts her being able to get in touch with Toussaint and them catching Reg in the act?
Mm.
I just don't know.
So
Like, I
what?
mean, I
Yeah,
know it's
what was
TV.
when you think about that scene and what she said? She just was like, "I'm scared,"
Mm.
and she has to wish she wasn't anyone off. One of the theories I'll say that some people saying that was the judge's house, and I'm like, why would Reg be trying to break in the judge's house? Then some probably said that was Toussaint's house. I personally think it was a random.
Me personally, what I thought. I thought it was Alicia's crib because the way the stairs were. And then I saw a clip where you see what you said you didn't see. You see that glass that you said is Alicia's house. You see that. And
Yeah,
one of the clips that they said, because my point is, he knows Alicia's after him. He knows that. He ain't scared of Shad, and he thinks Shad the only security that Alicia got.
but he wouldn't take his shooter. Is he just breaking in the house? What wouldn't he
He ain't
take the
taking
girl?
he ain't taking nobody because he don't know who to trust. He said that. He don't know who to trust. He can't trust the shooter either. He don't know who ratted on him.
I smell a rat.
Right.
That was
And
so corny.
they're connecting her to too many people now. Now she know Charles. Charles dated her sister. Hannibal ain't like the way that Charles hugged on her.
One of Lita's things is that she's going to tie this in. DeMarcus, Keisha didn't see the preview, so I didn't want to say who that scene that you're talking about where
Let's say
Keisha
it.
Keisha, there's a scene where Rosalind is pointing a gun at someone. So Dwayne and us, we all agreed that we didn't think that we were going to see Candy again. And
But
Rosalind Perry's coming back for this scene. And this is where
but
they're saying,
somebody corrected me on that. One of my friends corrected me on that. They said you got to remember what the Shy always does after the first episode every year. They show a season preview. And in that season preview, I did look back. I went back to that and looked. Rosalind is pointing the gun at somebody. So she didn't do that in any other previous episode. So that kind of lets you
I'm gonna
know.
ask you a question. Is it a way that Rosalind could be what you call sister? Kyla Pratt's sister?
Could be.
Because see, now she knows, or someone else knows that Nook killed Duda and that Nook also killed Rob. So now it's more people knowing. So
But who knows?
basically,
Now who knows?
I don't think Rosalind never discussed it. Well, she knew, but she never came back and said, "Oh, well, she knew that Nook killed Duda."
Yeah, but I don't think she know he killed Rob.
Mm. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying.
think.
We don't know who's related to who, and
I think that Hannibal's wife is related to the girl Rashad on the date with.
hmm,
Hmm,
possibility.
could be. I thought it was the shooter, but not if Charles was going for the shooter.
But the shooter might have knocked the boy up. Charles made up a boy.
Could have,
She probably
could
didn't like
have,
Mm.
girls. She probably didn't like girls mess with Charles. She said,
could have.
I'm tired of
The
that."
way the way she hurt him,
But
man, the
wasn't
way he
she
hurt him.
around the table? She was around the table.
Yeah, she was.
And they didn't
So
say like, "What's up, sis?" or nothing. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
interesting.
yeah. So yeah, again, man, like it's just one of those episodes, man, and so I think I'm being nice because I received some good news while we've been on this show. So
Yeah, I
I've been,
saw it.
I received a crazy text
Why
too,
you
but
didn't
that's
text me? You should have texted me. I saw it too. I When you gave me that look, I looked at my phone, but you should have still texted me.
I
So
received the
I'm gonna put you
crazy
on mute for about 20
text.
minutes.
I received the crazy text before I got on here too that y'all just had the money ready for
Okay,
me.
all right. I'm gonna ask you guys in the chat. I know Deborah and Demarcus, both of y'all said Jada. I'll be honest with you. I think Yolanda really nailed this role. I think she did an excellent job of being on the Shy. I thought that she had a lot more to offer, but they don't even need to show Jada's death. Just don't show her no more. Fast forward it and be like because it's like okay, now we're gonna see Jada die, or just don't show her no more. And then next year, y'all know what they do. They wind up sometimes moving the episodes up a couple months, but you know, I don't know who's gonna die. Who and Keisha, you said somebody need to die. You tired of people getting shot but not dying. What you think, Wayne?
I don't know if anybody's gonna die. Um, I think Rosalind's pulling the gun on Nook because she know Nook killed Duda. So I think that's who. Because if you see in the preview, Nook was like, "Yo, put the gun down." I think Rosalind's the one that pulls the gun on him. I'm into the most interesting thing for me in this last episode is how is this last episode going to play out for Bakari? That's the most interesting thing that came from me because Alicia would kill him. Nook called him basically a punk and he shouldn't be the number two. So he then told Lene he's building a relationship with Jake. Why he hasn't rebuilt his relationship with Papa, I don't know. I find that odd that him and Papa have. Have they even shared scenes together
Has
this
he ever
year?
told has he ever told Papa that, Nook killed your father?
He ain't never gonna tell Papa that. He's never gonna tell Papa what Nook is doing. Cause he know how much Papa believes God and all that stuff. He will never confide in street stuff to Papa.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
ask you a
last
question,
person.
Wayne, because I know we shared the same sentiment. Like we really thought like this Bakari was gonna become one of the faces of the show, like with Kevin fading away, like in this dramatic turn.
Well, Jamar Bakari is going to play a very major role in this last episode. Um, if you pay attention to the trailer, I think he's going to be doing a lot of voiceovers this episode as he's writing his book. And you're going to hear his voice as scenes are playing out. That's just what I think for a little bit from the trailer.
Mm, interesting. Yeah, I see what you put, Demarcus, about Yolanda Ross asked to get die off the Shy. Just thought it was interesting. She did really good job.
Which means she has to get died off
Because
the
she
show.
plays in a show on BET. She asked
I
to
just,
she asked to die off the Shy, a
but
role.
why would she have to die
Oh.
off?
I've never.
I can see them saying this her last season. I just don't understand why.
But that makes sense because she told her husband he gonna get a new woman, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
already have that set up because she said, "I don't want you to be alone." That makes
yeah.
sense.
It do. I'm just saying, as the actress, I don't understand why
Why
death.
would you? Why would you
Was
choose
the
deaths
thing.
instead of recasting or
Well,
being
no,
able to
no,
double
no,
back?
no,
Being able to double
no,
back if things don't work
no,
out.
no. What I would have done is something that she already talked about in the last episode, where she was asking Emmett to promise he was going to leave Chicago. Her and
But
Darnell
then
could have
she
left
got to, but
Chicago.
then Darnell got to leave too. So at least she leaves Darnell to work.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm just saying. I think Lena and them are quick to kill people off with the potential of never bringing them back. Like they could have brought Ronnie back at some point, but they took that away when they killed him off instead of letting him just go to Cleveland with his boys.
I mean, I felt like Ronnie had finally redeemed himself, dying. He should have been able, I agree, to go off in the sunset,
One of one
dying
of
and
the
shit a
one
bit.
of the things one of the things, and I definitely second that notion about the characters and dying certain characters. I just don't like the fact that they have so much. So they're pouring into character development of too many characters. They have too many characters in the Shy. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't have an issue with Rashad. I don't have an issue with the new girlfriend or nothing. But you never gave us enough of Rashad in the first place to give us some character development with him. We know him and Trig was close. We know definitely when he was smoking the mushrooms that he was really looking for that mother figure out of the women that he'd been dealing with. So you see from the two ladies that he dealt with, Tracy and the other girl, what type of women Rashad always attracts himself to. And they do this with a lot of characters, like the Nook. Like at the end of the day, Nook was cousins with Zay. Zay was in Chicago because of his cousin, and he was so quick to give up his cousin to get killed by Alicia. You know, and I think that they just do so much. They give us a little character development, and then they pull back away, and it's like, okay, when y'all gonna give us something that's gonna really be like, so we could get into the character, and we know who we know the most in the show. We know Emmett more than anybody. Emmett's the most. Emmett is the main character of the show. And I don't like the fact that Jada told him to leave Chicago. I just thought it was like, why? He's not going to leave Chicago. He owned a restaurant in Chicago. So I
She
just
just thinking as a mother about the violence and everything that's going on. He's already been shot. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's thinking like that. You know. Um, I differ from Keisha a little bit, and it's rare that I do. I didn't understand bringing the Suede dude back and how uncomfortable it made, Darnell. Like I just didn't understand bringing him back.
You're a
Uh,
man.
yeah, yeah, I don't understand that.
the Suede dude, Wayne. The only issue I have with the Suede dude, right, and then bringing him back is that the dynamic was that he was really big on Jada, and
Mhm.
Jada basically felt as though that the age difference was an issue. He didn't feel that way. I think that they could have brought him back in a way that didn't seem uncomfortable, like you said, looking for Darnell. But I'm glad that he was there and been like, I wish he would have said some things in front of Darnell, like, Jada,
Bring him back with a woman. Jada, this is my girl. This, that, and the third.
I
Something like
told her a
that.
lot about you, so forth
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so on.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Definitely made Darnell feel a little insecure.
Yeah, like come on, man. This man putting this sentimental
Yeah.
thing together for his
Sheena,
wife.
she lit up. She remembered when that young boy was putting that thing on her.
Well,
She lit up. Dwayne, she got hypnotized.
no,
She
I'm
she
just
locked
saying,
in. She
yo.
locked in
I
like,
just think once again, these writers just doing everything to just make the brothers look like bad, yo. Like here's
She
Darnell
need
thinking he
her
doing it.
closure too. She need her closure.
Here go Darnell trying to do a good thing, and you gonna throw this man up in his face. I ain't like it. It's a minor thing, but I ain't particularly care for it. Yeah.
Darnell, hey, Dwayne, I got to get a laugh, man. Jada seen that young Thundercat come up in there, and her eyes lit up.
Mm, I guess.
Darnell was feeling some type of way about how she used to be giving them. He started thinking about Jada giving that boy giving Jada massages and shit.
I mean,
DeMarcus said if Emmett and Keisha relocate to New York, they can link up with Marcus and Gemma.
and let's just because I found out something I didn't know, and people bought the Gemma. Y'all bought the Gemma up. Let's give that young lady credit for how she endured her cancer and still was filming episodes of The Shy and stuff. Like, so
And
big
was
shout
still
out.
able to get on our goddamn nerves.
Still get on our nerves, but to see that she had that cancer journey, and that's kind of why her hair looked like it did in some of the episodes, because she was definitely rocking the wigs and stuff, because that's because she was going through her treatments and everything. Like, I really was like, yo, she's a good little actress for that,
She
man.
she knocked it. She knocked the role out the park. Like Keisha said, when you can hate a character so much, then that means they're doing a good job as an actor. She used to get on my damn nerves with her stuff. One minute she want to be a revolutionary, the next minute she don't know if she like women or not. But I do think I when you look at how they did it, and I remember Dwayne said they put closure on like 5 characters in 2 shows. Um, they did Gemma and her father some justice. They just allowed them to leave. They allowed Maisha to go to Kevin. So them doing this even with the person of Jada is a little different because they killed the character off the show. So very interesting. But everybody that knows we do a rating for the show, usually in the middle of the episode. But I want to show something that the actor who plays Jamal, Vic Mensa, put something on his page. I thought it was hilarious.
Run up on Reg and get shot.
Who the fuck you talking to? Nigga, you got shot.
Damn, that is true.
Who get shot by an old lady?
Now, you know your soft ass ain't gonna get no get back.
That's why I fucked your bitch, nigga.
Folk quit playing with me, folk.
Nigga, my pops hit that.
I am not Reg, boy. I beat your ass on GD.
Nigga, you almost died for some smokies. For $12 an hour. Let that sink in.
Emmy, you not like that.
Maybe I am.
If I see you again, I'ma kill you.
Get in line, nigga.
And I'll be stealing out the register.
I'm not surprised your ass broke.
Bet this blick work, nigga.
Pussy.
Vic Mensa put that on his page. I thought it was hilarious that they do voiceovers. And it's funny because one of the things that I noticed this season about The Shy is these actors are doing a lot with promoting the show. And they even know when we think some of the scenes is corny as hell. So like Dwayne said, they're paying attention to what we're saying about the show, right, wrong, or indifferent. And they're even able to have a good laugh about some of the crazy ass scenes. But what we do, we always rate the episode. I'm gonna give this episode a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna say it was solid. It was solid. I mean, I can't give you. I haven't been able to give an episode this year over an 8. I just haven't. It just hasn't done it for me yet. Well, no, episode 1, I think I might have gave it 8, but like I said, I'm gonna give this a 6. I can give this episode a 6. What say you, Wayne?
I gave it a 6.5. Like I said, I ain't hate it. I understand what the goal was. It was to set up for a big finale. And they set us up for some things. Jada's pending death. Tiffany about to have this baby, which means Keisha may be having a baby soon too. What's gonna happen with Bakari? What's gonna happen with Nook? What Alicia gonna do? Is this Alicia's last season? So I think they did a good job of setting us up to not really know where this thing is going in this last episode.
Keisha,
Yes, did we give ratings?
it's on you right now.
Oh, I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Woo! Ugh. Wow.
That's good for me. I like the last episode better.
Okay. 3.5.
hmm
DeMarcus said the episode was a solid 8. like Dwayne said, I'm looking forward until next week. I mean, I know that it's gonna be it's not gonna be the last show we're gonna do for a while. Actually, the channel is probably about to start doing. For those that don't know, that we used to do a lot more content on the channel, and it's been kind of like a hiatus, a break from certain things. So going forward, probably in the next 2 weeks, you'll probably see way more content on the channel, not just when it comes to the movie reviews, because we used to do some other stuff on the channel as well, as far as poetry and some other stuff. But I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to seeing some closure. If Alicia gets killed, we know that Tiff becomes a millionaire, basically. I'm looking forward to seeing if this is Luke James' last season as well, which would be really crazy because the Trig character has evolved. I'm really looking forward into maybe people start getting different jobs instead of everybody and their mother working at Smokies. I want to know what's going to come from all these characters, like all these missing pieces and musical chairs and parts. We have to start connecting the dots. Like I said, who is what you call sister? Who is the judge? The same judge that's related to the girl that's managing Smokies. All these unresolved characters need to be tapped into. Reg need to know why Detective Toussaint wants him so bad. I'm looking forward to it. The Lala and Jamal thing. It just doesn't. It's not going nowhere.
Not even worth.
I mean, it literally for lack of better words, there's no meat on the bone.
It was not even worth discussing.
I hate it.
She ain't
Hated it.
even. She ain't even worth discussing on the other show. But once again, she taking her clothes off on camera. Like, come on, Lala, let's stop. You on two shows at the same time. You ain't gotta take your clothes off. Like, leave your clothes on, girl. Yeah, and that's a man saying it. I don't know if that was some body double or whatever, but you got a son going on. Your son going to be a freshman in Syracuse. He got to play against some dogs on the basketball court. You ain't think they're going to be like, yo, I saw your mother's ass on BMF. Like, come on, man. Doing this to your kid. Stop it. All right?
They're already gonna be like Snap Crackle Pop Rice Krispies.
No, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios.
I'll be making
That's what the basketball player called it, right?
Yeah, that's what KG called it. They're gonna be making the buzz sound.
Yeah,
But
Sheila,
anyway,
they completely uncompatible, just corny, having all these issues after marriage when they waited to have sex before they was married. Like they serve no purpose.
The
but
Damien sex scene was better than theirs.
but wait a second, because this misnomer is out there. Did they wait to have sex before they got married? I thought they had sex in Smokies when they first met each other.
I think they did have sex.
They did.
Oh, they had sex and then he changed his mind. Like, he go to conscious.
Yeah. Because now he is the church going ex-murderer. Man was a straight killer.
And y'all know damn well Pastor Zeke's wife is gonna piss y'all off. His first wife is gonna piss y'all off. Like, not trying to be funny. You don't want to be. It's not his fault. You the first lady. Like, just.
No, I don't think she gonna piss me off. I just thought she would have handled him trying to reinvent himself on Papa's pulpit. I didn't think she. And when everybody started listening to Papa's pulpit, like adults and everybody else, you want to talk about that?
They make it seem like it was popping, it was doing his thing.
Nobody was paying attention to Papa's
like he
pulpit.
says, "Come on, Papa's pulpit." Like, is Papa pulpit more big? Papa pulpit is working in conjunction with the church. I mean, it's just.
I just think that in the community of the church community, maybe it's a big deal. You know how the podcast world is, so possibly maybe it's a big deal. But I think she overreact. I don't think they gave us enough for her reaction to be like it was.
Right.
Yeah,
like, does she think he was lying or he was playing on her? We don't know that. So that's why it fell flat. Because we don't know enough about them as a couple.
Only thing that we know is that he was too busy and she stepped out.
Yeah.
Just like. So now she guilt tripping him now?
Right.
But you guys in the chat outside of DeMarcus, let us know the ratings on your episode. If that's what that's what we always ask everybody to do. Tell us the rating. Remember, Toussaint was on suspension. First, Toussaint was going out to do the. Yeah, yeah. Weird.
I like Toussaint
I
better.
thought Zeke came across very sincere. Of course, Zeke's character. When you look at Zeke outside of them having him as somebody when Duda burnt him with the cigar and he was taking money, but when you look at Zeke's character, he's basically just knows everybody's secrets with being the local pastor. You thought that he was funneling the money for Nook, but basically Nook is basically paying him for sessions and then burying all these people that he killing. So I think Zeke's character, like I said, I am one person that thinks that Lena has had a very interesting portrayal of the Black church. So I like how her development in portraying him has gotten a lot better. Yeah, he grew on you. Well, like Dwayne said, one of the things he did, Sheena, is they allowed him to listen to another perspective, even outside of church with Papa. I think he knows that Charles is more ambitious and Charles really wants to run the show. So I think he likes Charles. But when it comes to Papa, I think that he probably didn't think Papa would be teaching him as much as he's teaching him. And I do think outside of, like Dwayne said, that cheesy line about dad, their
I think
relationship is good. It's good for the show.
I think Charles is a phony and Papa is real church. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah,
So I don't like Charles. I think that that's a waste of space. I mean, she need to cut down these characters. She just
well, he gonna keep moving forward because he made him co-pastor and told
right.
him he wants him to settle down and find him a wife. Now is that gonna be Tracy? Because let's be honest, they might as well write Tracy off and not bring her back for season 8. Because what does she bring to the table other than looking fine as hell every time she on camera?
She be looking fine.
Yes.
Because they done age Tracy because she's not supposed to be the same age as Jada and Darnell.
Well, they ain't aged that ass.
I'm not going there with you.
Sheena said Charles come off as a predator. Charles
You
just like
do.
Charles like the ladies.
Charles just want to lay hands on people. You want to lay
That's why
hands
it
on.
would be interesting if it was anybody outside of a sister. If the sister is manly, whoever her sister is, I don't know. It would be interesting because she might want to beat Charles up. The way that she said her sister was still a mess or a work in progress.
Her sister could be the one that making the candles. That's messing with Rashad. That's a good call by Keisha. I mean, the shot is messy enough for it to be that too.
Yeah, Tracy don't know that Keith lost his gig. Keith, let me tell you something, DeMarcus. Keith lost his gig wherever he was staying. He ain't staying no more. He's staying with his cousin Candace and still ain't sold Tracy, who the person that he was trying to build something with, that he lost his gig. Lena ain't shit, yo. She make us think that
But we
we
gotta
is
be careful. We gotta be careful. We're quick to always blame Lena, but these are the writers that she has, so we can't just put it all on her. You got the writers, and if you look at the episode, Lena ain't writing every episode.
yeah, the sister. Yeah, you're right, Dwayne. The sister could be Zuri. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You never know, because Zuri says she's addicted to sex. How quick I could get a man to hit it?
I mean, she did set up her
Oh, that
camera.
makes sense too.
She did set up her camera to record herself crying at somebody's bed at surgery. So you just never know.
Oh, Dwayne, don't confuse the folks.
Dwayne is out here throwing shots at Coach Prime for liking that young tenderoni.
I'm not throwing shots at Coach Bob. I'm just saying. if you really that emotional, why you got your
For
camera
those that don't know,
going?
Deion Sanders announced today that he had bladder cancer surgery, and the actor that plays Zuri, Karuchi, had dropped a video where she was crying while he was getting prepped and ready for his surgery. And that was the first time I ever seen somebody in the room while you're getting prepped for surgery. Usually you can't go but so far. But Deion
Yeah,
talked
she was
about
in
She hit a gold mine this time.
Deion talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
Deion talked about making sure that he had a living will before he had
He did.
surgery.
It's
So
important for everybody to do that too, man. And get checked, fellas. If you feel like something's going on, man, get checked. I mean, listen, I got a urologist, I got a cardiologist, I got a foot doctor, a knee doctor. Listen, I pay into this insurance and all that. I'ma have it to get checked out. Call me, whatever you want to call me, hypochondriac, whatever the word is. You know, get checked out, fellas.
I
It's
told
okay
you
to get checked out.
I got a friend of mine that's been battling liver cancer for the last year, and he had some more procedures done. And he was very happy when he got his colonoscopy. He said, "At least ain't no cancer in my ass." So he's
And
still
with that,
putting
we're gonna move on to think about episode 12. We thank you all for joining us. Give them the P Grant outro, and everybody be safe and happy.
not like Dwayne said. We're gonna see y'all hopefully next week. Hopefully, like you said before, DeMarcus, it's an hour show. Hopefully they give us something. Appreciate everybody in the chat,
He
man.
always go too far, D.
Yeah,
You
it just
guys,
went a
you
little too
guys make
far.
the show and continue. We what you guys see is a phone conversation. You see a three-way conversation with us talking about a show that we all liked after season 1. So, you'll hear us drift off and start talking about other funny shit that goes on in our conversations, and we all grew up in the same proximity of each other and in the same area. And when you get to our age, we're middle age, you start to laugh and you start to see things that just make you shake your head. And that's literally what my friend said to me. He's battling liver cancer. He said, "At least I ain't got cancer in my ass."
So you gonna say it
You're
again.
gonna just go ahead and say it again. Cut the show.
Good night.
You
It's a
guys
wrap.
take care. You guys take care. Have a great night.
It's gonna be unravel. 4 a.m. shit. Dope boys know what it is. Take my time, talk to me. You know? It's real shit. You hear that piano and shit playing? You know?
Majesty, you know what to do.
I'm just focusing on greatness. I watch the snakes gravitate, then they shapeshift. I've been walking on faith and it's all makeshift. The shit I'm spitting showing my age, but the flow's ageless. Jealousy is mixed with the hate, that's how they gauge shit. They got it motivating my pen, that's how I blaze shit. Britney got away with these words, and I don't waste shit. Success keep escaping a nigga.